Every year in the NFL, it's a new team. As far as goals go, we have one. Putting a f***ing ring on our finger.
Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer Podcast. This is Ralph Phillips.
I'm Molly Beth.
Today is, here I go again, have no idea what day it is. September 28th, 2020. We call this, what? Victory Monday. Victory. We got some stories to tell you about the Denver game and our prognostication with it that never got recorded, unfortunately. Molly's got a whole bunch of news for us, some stats. Well, maybe
stats. Not a whole lot of news. Some information. I have information.
Information. We need information.
And I got it.
Molly got the information, man. When you need your information fix, come see
here
Molly.
For you.
All right. So we had a great game Sunday. We won it. It's always a great game when you win. Always. And let's talk about that. Let's get the game out of the way. What did you think about it, Molly?
Okay, so we did our preview. We had that up Friday. And I think Friday night we decided, hey, let's watch some Denver Broncos.
Like, hey, let's, instead of just making stuff up out of thin air, let's watch the Broncos and see what we really think is going to happen.
Which, when we started the podcast 3 years ago, I made a habit of doing this, watching the opponent, but we've slacked off.
We've been very busy this year.
Sure. Just kidding. That's true. And so anyway, we watched Denver on Friday.
It'd be nice if we could do this as a full-time job. I think we would be a little bit more on top of things. Don't know.
In any case, we watched Denver on Friday, the Pittsburgh game.
Yes.
And we watched Denver, and it was exactly what happened during our game. They cannot tackle. They really don't have much of a pass rush. Like, their defense is just not great. Their offensive line is awful. I mean, we talked about how Driscoll got sacked 6 times against Pittsburgh, and it was really apparent when we were watching the game film that there were issues on the right side of their line. Now, I thought it was DeMar Dotson.
Was the right tackle.
Was the right tackle, but it's not. It's Elijah Wilkinson. And
so is DeMar Dotson a backup?
Yeah,
okay.
He's backup right tackle, which I think he should be starting because Wilkinson is really, really bad. And the center also is a rookie, which Scott Smith touched on that in his preview article. And he really struggled against Pittsburgh.
Yes.
And
the Pittsburgh-Denver game was so ugly.
Like, both teams
it was
great.
The battle of the have-nots. It was really hard to watch, but it was entertaining as crap because it was like the Keystone Cops. It was turnovers and fumbles and sacks and interceptions and just bad play after bad play from both teams. Mm-hmm. We did not watch week 1 against the Titans. And I think I saw it, part of it.
Yeah.
During week 1, I think I had it on in the background or something. But we should have watched that too.
I didn't think that was going to be representative of what we were going to see because Drew Lock started that game. Yeah.
So we watched the Denver game against Pittsburgh, and we're taking notes, and we're like, okay, they can't tackle. The right side of their offensive line sucks. So Shaquille Barrett, Vita, Dom Kong-Su, they're just going to have they're going to feast. And their quarterback, Haskell, basically all he's good for is running around. Driscoll.
Yeah, it's like even when he wasn't getting sacked 6 times, he was getting hit every single play. Every single play. And then they had negative yardage like every drive. Yeah. It was like 1st and 20 pretty much every drive. Yes, and it was our game too.
Yeah, they went 4 plays or 4 series against the Pittsburgh Steelers and lost a total of 40 yards in those 4 plays. They didn't have a single positive
It was
yardage
crazy.
in the whole second quarter. I think it was third quarter. It was just weird, man. It was negative 40 yards they lost in 4 series. So when they played us, our biggest concern was their punt returner, number 10. I can't remember his name. And Melvin Gordon. Now, we weren't really concerned about Melvin Gordon. Those were just the only 2 good guys on Denver.
Yeah.
The rest of the team's just really not that good. Fant, he's just a big pass-catching tight end. Nothing special there. So sure enough, we're like Saturday, we said, okay, we got to get this daily podcast out or daily video out, and so we can give our, more of a breakdown about what we think is going to happen in the game. Well, we didn't do it. And so Sunday morning, right before the game, I'm like, you know what? If this game turns out to be like we think it's going to be and it works out just like we said it was going to work out, we're going to really regret not doing that video so we'd look like king prognosticators.
Right, like we know something
yeah,
about
like
football.
we know the one time we get things right. And sure enough, the game went almost exactly like you would expect it. Now, we found it funny. Molly calls it a revenge game because it seemed like Bruce Arians and Gronkowski and all them were just getting revenge on the media for
Yeah, no, it was like a spite game plan.
A spite game.
Which I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah.
But
it's like all they threw to was the tight end.
Yeah, well, and it was like everything that we've been complaining about was like Shaq Barrett not being involved. Where's Vita?
Yep.
Why are we spending all this money on tight ends? And so Bruce Arians was like, oh, you want to see it go to the tight ends?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll show you we can do this and then shut up about it. How about that?
Yeah. So I'm just not ever going to complain about anything again.
Well, unfortunately, it's probably going to spoil the media because now they think they have power to, if they bring something up, it's going to change the play of the Buccaneers. God, they'll be insufferable then.
Well, I think it's just a matter of like, I don't know, just be quiet. We know what we're doing. Yeah. We don't need you guys.
Right.
We can win anyway.
Yes. Now we did whoop up on Denver. There was no point in that game where I felt like they were a threat whatsoever. The closest they got was within 13 points of us, and that was, I think, the second, right before the half.
Well, and people were complaining on Twitter about game management and, and I'm like, I don't care. At no point did I ever feel like the Denver Broncos were a threat because and I don't mean to be ugly about this, but we've seen this type of team before in the Buccaneers. Yes. We fielded this type of team before, so we all know. And I know a lot of times, and especially when the Bucs get up, Bucs fans have like PTSD that they think we're going to give it away.
Right, yeah.
And
I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah, but I just didn't feel like it was ever going to happen because even during the Denver-Pittsburgh game, like Pittsburgh got up on them. I think the score ended up being 26-21, and Pittsburgh had gotten up to 26, and it was like 26-10 or something like that, and Denver put up some points, but not enough. I mean, they kind of started to come back, but it was more garbage time points, which is what they were doing with us, too.
Yeah, we had total control of that game. There wasn't a single part. Now, the Carolina Panther game, there was a little bit of time there. I was like, ooh, man, we're letting these guys get a little too close. But we held both games. We never relinquished the lead. I mean, we've only given up the lead in week 1. We have had double-digit leads for most of our playing time this year. So, that's pretty good. I mean, we were up at Carolina 21-0 at one point. We were up against the Broncos, 20?
It was 23-10.
And we ended the half 23-10.
Yeah.
So we're putting hurting on teams. But let's not fool ourselves. And I'm going to say this about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everybody's talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers as a good team. No, they're not. If the way they played Denver, and Denver's just not a good team, and they gave the Steelers a hard time. It was a close game.
Well, I did not realize how bad Ben Roethlisberger's arm is. He looks like Drew Brees.
He's looking really bad.
Yeah.
But I'm bringing all that up to say, hey, Bucs fans, let's not get big-headed about this because we just played a bad team.
Yeah.
We beat a bad team, which is what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
We did that, but Denver is not a good team. I mean, they're low tier. So, it's a win. I love it, but let's not get big-headed about it. We've beaten the Panthers. I would say they're low tier. We beat the Broncos, low tier. Now, we spanked both of them, which is what good teams are supposed to do. Man, I can't wait for that revenge game against the Saints. Oh boy, I tell you what, they have looked like crap. So anyhow, we were going to do a instant reaction video or podcast after the game, but we didn't have our child. And when we don't have the child, the adults will come out and play. We got just a little too tipsy, I think, would be the word for it. Yeah. We couldn't operate heavy machinery, let alone high-tech digital machinery. So I think we tried for like 2 minutes, then we just gave up. We're like, I can't even see the keyboard.
Can't do this.
No.
We don't want this on film.
We do not want this in the annals of history.
Rick. So, okay, I've got some stats from the game. You want to talk about these or numbers?
Sure.
How we did?
Let's break some stats out.
Let's break the stats out. Tom Brady did phenomenal. 3 touchdowns, 297 yards.
Not bad.
He got sacked twice.
Not good. But, I said this at the beginning of the year. I said this in our offseason. Our offensive line is going to be in the top 10 and most likely in the top 5. Guess where we're at right now?
Where?
Take a guess.
11.
8th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're 9th in sack percentage. Sacks allowed.
Okay.
So we're up there. Yeah, we're up there. We've given up 5 sacks this year, I think.
In 3 games? Okay.
In 3 games.
Not too bad.
Not sure. I might be wrong there, but I think that's right. 5 sacks. But we're tied with a bunch of teams for 8th place.
Okay. I like it. Well, we got 5 sacks on the Denver Broncos.
Sweet.
Which is amazing.
Yeah,
So
Barrett
happy.
stepped up, showed up, had 2 sacks, a safety, and a batted pass.
Oh,
right?
I forgot
Did he
about
have
that. 2 sacks, 3 TFLs. He had 6 tackles.
Good Lord, 3 TFLs?
And 2 quarterback hits.
Yeah.
And then Jamel Dean actually led the team in tackles with 8.
Team. Yeah, this was like the game where the other half of the team showed up.
I know.
It was like, let's give the other guys a break. We'll let these guys, guys haven't done anything this year.
Yeah.
It's not that these guys aren't trying. It's just, they haven't had the numbers.
Yeah.
Now they popped up. Man, how about that Mike Edwards interception? Whoa.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous.
Yeah.
A diving one-handed interception. That was beautiful. I think it's a highlight on NFL.com. Highlight play.
Be.
Yeah. Probably the best defensive play of the year or of the week for sure.
Yeah. Vita had a sack, your boy Vita.
Vita.
JPP had one, which per the Bucs Communications Twitter account, JPP has notched at least 1 sack in each of his past 5 games, tying Simeon Rice for the 3rd longest streak in franchise history.
Sweet.
And per Greg Auman, only 3 NFL players have more sacks than JPP.
Like in history?
No, in the NFL right now, currently.
We'll say,
So sack leader. So Alden Smith has 4. He's the sack leader.
Mm-hmm. I called that.
TJ Watt and Akeem Hicks have 3.5 each.
Hey, who on our team has the most? JPP?
Yeah.
3?
Yeah, I think so.
Shaq's got 2 now. Winfield's got 2.
Oh my God.
How about that? Our safety is tied with Shaquille Barrett for sacks. And probably most of the defensive ends in the league.
I know. I was asking Ralph that. Has a safety ever been the sack leader?
No.
I want to see it happen.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's awesome. He's awesome. He's just
Oh
so
my gosh.
good.
I love him so much. I'm going to show you something later that it's just going to endear you to him even more. It's so cool. Our offense. Okay, so let's compare the offenses. Offenses? Offenses?
Offenses.
Offensi.
Offensi.
What's the plural of offense?
Offenses.
Okay, so the Bucs rushing, or rushers. Ronald Jones had 53 yards. He did average 4.1 yards a carry. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But total, we had 68 yards rushing.
That's it?
Yeah. So not a great day for our running backs, but that's okay. They only had 42 yards rushing, which that makes sense. When you're down, you're going to throw the ball.
Yeah, true enough. But Melvin Gordon, he's surprisingly good. Watching him, he was making some moves against
He only had
Pittsburgh.
26 yards
Yeah, and they
against us.
didn't get a chance against us. But.
Yeah. Jeff Driscoll was their second leading rusher. He had 14 yards.
That's like the only thing he can do. Just scramble around.
Oh, that poor guy. Then he got benched. Did he get benched or hurt?
I think he got benched.
I think he got benched.
For Ripien. Which as soon as that guy came in, I was like, is that Mark Ripien's son? I mean, how many Ripiens are there on the planet?
Yeah.
And sure enough, they said it. I tell
No,
you,
it's his nephew.
nephew. That's right.
Yeah.
I tell you, and nepotism in football is so big. I want to see somebody do that. Do a breakdown of how many people in the NFL right now are related to somebody that was in the NFL previously. It'd be a huge number. I'd say it's probably around 20%. That's huge.
I could see that.
And I'm not
or
saying
just related to someone in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't deserve it and all that good stuff. I'm not saying
Yeah.
but I mean, they definitely have a leg up advantage. Just being able to know how to get through the gauntlet just to get to the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it'd be a good idea if you don't have a family member in the NFL, maybe to find a mentor.
yeah.
That might help. Their top receiver had 55 yards, Jerry Jeudy. Their second top receiver was the tight end, Noah Fant, had 46 yards. Scotty Miller was our leading receiver.
What?
With 83 yards. No touchdowns. Chris Godwin had 64 yards. He was our second. Mike Evans was down at the bottom. Although he had 2 touchdowns, he only had 2 yards. That just doesn't... I remember the one on the goal line where Chris Godwin was blocking for him.
Yeah, and then there was the fade to the left that he did. When it was basically a 1 yard.
He only got 2 yards.
Yeah. That's crazy.
OJ was number 3 on the receptions list. He had 49 yards.
Man, that one catch he caught, but it was 4:50 in the second quarter. He jumped up and caught that thing. Yeah, Molly was like, "You can't catch the ball
5 yards in front of him. He will bobble and drop that and catch it behind his back, turn it over. But you'll get a defender in the way
40 yards down
with one hand, and he brings that shit in.
Yeah, that was an awesome
Come
catch.
on.
Our guys were catching. We had a couple drops, but they did some spectacular catches. Scotty Miller's catch, that, what was it, 40, 50 yards?
Yeah, he had a one-hander, too. I think that was the one-hander.
Might have been.
And then there was another one he got interfered with, but he would have had it. And another one, he wasn't running fast enough. That one was a bomb. That was like like the 40-yard pass. That was huge.
Yeah.
Wasn't there, though. And then Gronk had 48 yards. So, yeah, BA was like, I don't want to hear this shit about the tight ends anymore. We're going to shut this up. And he did. We had, 2 interceptions. You touched on the Mike Edwards one. And then Levante Davis. That was the most awkward catch I've ever seen in my life.
Intercept. He was going to make sure he did not drop that thing.
I know.
He wrapped it up
like
mid-air with
limbs.
his...
I know. It was weird. I was like, that's why you're on the defense. That's why you're a linebacker. Okay. And then as far, we just crushed them. It was sad. We were averaging 5.4 yards a play to their 3.8. We beat them by 100 yards in the passing game.
That's it?
Yeah. 26 yards in rushing. We had 9 penalties for 71 yards to their 4 penalties for 30. I know. That doesn't seem right.
They might suck, but they're disciplined.
I know. They're disciplined at sucking. And then they had the 2 turnovers. They committed 2 turnovers to our 0. See, that makes all the difference. You can be the same in penalties.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had doubled our penalties.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
They did have the blocked extra points.
Oh, that was annoying.
It was annoying. And, I've said that the right side of our special teams is really weak. We've got Kappa and Werfs, doing that. And I want to say Vita is in there sometimes. I can't remember, but they're just not working together too well. But that one was the guy jumped completely over the left side of the between the center and the left guard. He jumped right over him.
Which they can do that so long as they don't touch anybody. As long as they don't touch anybody,
yeah.
Well, we had was it the block punt?
Yes, we blocked the
O'Connor,
punt.
Pat O'Connor.
79, Patrick O'Connor. Blocked it and then recovered it. Put us right on the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Our first easy touchdown.
Yeah. One of the 1-yard ones that Mike Evans got. I think it was Mike.
No, that was
Chris?
Chris Godwin.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So the 2 injuries with Chris Godwin and Sean Murphy-Bunting, we lost them during the game. Yep. They pulled both of them. They're getting MRIs.
So we don't know the status on those guys yet.
No.
Both of them were hamstrings, right?
Yes. So they're getting MRIs, and then I guess we'll know more tomorrow. But the team gets off Mondays, so they'll be in the building tomorrow.
Especially after a win, right?
Yeah. Heck yes. They deserve that.
Yes. Winfield, he had, sack and a batted pass. And how many tackles did he have? Because he was all over the place. Every game, he's all over the place.
I know.
I like him.
He had 6 tackles.
Whoa.
4 solo, 1 sack, 1 TFL, a pass defense, and a quarterback hit.
Man, that's our safety. Our rookie safety.
I know. I just love him.
Yeah. I like everybody on our team, but he's awesome.
Wait, can I show you? Can we go through my...
Yeah. What you got?
Okay. Hang on a second.
Let's do this.
We're going to share my screen real quick.
Yeah, so all you on the podcast, you missing out?
We'll describe for you what's happening.
Yeah, on the audio. So, these are some pictures.
Shots from the game. This is from Buccaneers media. And the first picture is Donovan and Kappa right beside each other, smiling after the victory.
They look very happy.
Donovan looks so happy. I've never seen him that happy before.
I've never seen him with that much energy.
I know. So he is doing yeah, That's all I got.
What is that pose? That's
I know.
The Vita
Vea pose. I know. Look, his finger is taped up. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
So this is what got me down the rabbit hole of this, going through these pictures. And then they were just so good. I had to keep it going. So the next one. Okay, this Levante's interception.
Catch.
Look how awkward this is. This is why he's on the defense. It's like a full body thing. Golston is there with his hands out like maybe he's going to assist. You can see Levante's eyes.
A linebacker catching the ball.
Levante's eyes are still looking up. You can see the whites of his eyes. He's not even looking for that ball.
Now, he landed straight on his back, right?
Yeah, like a turtle.
Yeah,
he was like a turtle, and he got that ball right in his gut.
He cuddled that ball in midair and just said, I am going to do whatever it takes to not drop this.
I know. That was awesome. Props to these photographers because, okay, this is what I'm talking about with Winfield. Mm-hmm. Look how happy he looks.
Yeah.
Every picture of him is like this. And I have about a half dozen of these where he's just smiling. Hold on. Oh, yeah. He looks so happy. Wait. Yes. He's celebrating here.
No, that's 3 pictures all taken.
Yeah, right at
back.
once.
Yeah.
But look how happy he is. I just love his little face.
It looks like the play's going on behind him, too.
He's still celebrating. It does, look.
Yeah. He's mugging for the camera during the play.
Yeah.
He's like, I could do that. Look, everybody's doing the Vita
The
Vea.
Vita Vea, yeah. So
What's
there's
that? What is that? The Hulk
Levante.
angry? or
Yeah,
something?
like
What
a
is it?
Hulk flex. It's like a
Hulk
flex. So Whitehead and Levante are like looking at each other doing the Hulk flex.
I
This is
remember
the
that.
only one from the offense. Tom is giving Mike Evans the Heimlich. He's swallowed his mouth guard.
Yeah, Mike Evans caught that touchdown, and Tom Brady ran over to him and did that. And was like whispering in his ear while he was hugging him from the
like
back.
an awkward behind
Very
hug.
awkward looking, you know.
I do feel like that with Tom Brady. Like if he wasn't the GOAT, he would be like kind of a Greg Olsen a little bit. Not quite as bad as Greg Olsen.
Not that awkward.
Not that awkward, but a little bit. Okay, here's another one. Antoine.
Yep.
Look how happy he is.
It's a happy camper right there.
There
There
he is
again.
again. He's like the most photogenic person on the team.
He's got a big smile.
This is
Maybe
like
maybe that's a mouth guard he's got in that's
I
got
don't
teeth on it.
know, but it's hilarious. Here he is again. His little scrunchy face. Like his face gets all scrunchy. Like his eyes closed. He smiles so big. His eyes are closed. Oh, here's Pat O'Connor's block punt and
Yeah,
recovery.
Look at him. He looks like a slimmed down Ryan Jensen.
Yeah. He looks really mad. Yeah, he's got a big beard.
Mm-hmm. His fingers are taped up too.
Huh. Interesting.
Who is that to the left of him? Is that Levante? 50.
Might be Levante, but is he on special teams?
I don't think so. He wouldn't be on that one.
52. Is that a 2?
Might be 52.
I can't read that number.
Yeah. So what about these uniforms? I was so excited
Oh gosh.
to see these uniforms.
I'm gonna stop sharing now.
And why it's
Oh, okay.
we could talk
All
about the
right.
uniforms while
Okay.
they're up there. I was kind of disappointed in them. Not that they're ugly. The red and white really pops off of them. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But the pewter, it matches the helmet. It all works very well, but it looks like a faded black.
I think it's the contrast next to the orange.
Right. You said that during the game.
I thought it made it look a little brown on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Like it looked like a Cleveland Browns game.
Yeah, the orange with the Denver Broncos were wearing did not complement our pewter.
I
at
know,
all.
which is really disappointing because it looks so good by itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll tell you, man, those white numbers with the red outline really pop. Really, really stand out. I like that.
I think if they were to wear them against a team like maybe Atlanta, where it's like black, or if Atlanta were
Yeah,
they're white,
it would probably show
Yeah,
better.
it would look better.
Yeah. Or maybe even look worse because then you'd see pitch black and then you'd see ours, which looks like like these jerseys were originally black and then when they were washed a lot.
See, to me, they're just like a charcoal color and
Yeah.
a pewter.
That's women. Y'all can see these colors,
I
man.
know.
To us guys, it's like it's black or it's brown or it's white. Y'all got some crazy color names like fuchsia. Why?
We can see all those colors. Y'all can't see
Whatever.
them. That's the
I
problem.
don't want to see those colors. Only thing I want to see is these Buccaneer wins, baby.
Yeah,
And Victory Monday is the best Monday.
it is.
So Barrett got that safety. That was sweet. I loved seeing that. I really like seeing his involvement in the game. And like I said, it's not that he hasn't been playing well. It's just he hasn't been getting the numbers. Now, the first game, we should just write the first game off because all the cheating that the Saints did. And then plus we shot ourselves in the foot in that game. But, first game don't count. How about that?
Yeah, we just didn't have it together.
We'll say
yeah.
that. First game doesn't count. Barrett's been playing well, and it's just good to see that he's getting some numbers now. I think it's going to be a continuing theme for the rest of the year. If you've noticed, almost everybody on our team has great numbers. We're getting good tackles. We're getting interceptions. We're getting quarterback hits. We're getting strip sacks. We're getting fumbles. We're getting TFLs. I mean, like everybody across the board. There isn't anybody that's playing bad out there.
No, I don't think so either.
I mean, everybody's got good stats. Whitehead, the Jamal Dean, Carlton Davis, man, he's killing SMB. Hopefully he'll be able to play next week. Levante, Devin.
Gosh, Devin is so fast.
Yeah,
somebody got past him. I think it was. I don't remember who it was. It was kind of in the third or fourth quarter, and he was chasing that dude down, and that dude was gone.
Yeah, that dude was way out in front of him.
Yeah,
and Devin White, because Devin had fallen down in coverage.
Yeah,
and he jumped back up and started chasing that guy and caught up with him and tackled him. Devin White's fast. He looked gassed at the end of the game, and BA said that he was gassed last week, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's up his conditioning.
He's probably never played in Denver before either.
Oh, that's true.
You know, last time we played in Denver was 8 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
So.
That's how it works with the AFC.
Last time we played them was in Ray J, I guess.
No, this was last time we played in Denver.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's every 8 years we play AFC teams at their stadium. Okay. We play every AFC team once every 4 years, and it alternates between them playing at our house, us playing at their house. It's like a bunch of kids. Can I come play at your house? David almost had another interception, too, the fourth quarter, 14-16.
Oh, we didn't want to get greedy. We felt bad.
Yeah, it went right out of his hands, man. It was like, ah.
That's why he's on the defense.
We did not have a 3-and-out series until the 5:57 in the third quarter.
Wow. We didn't need it at that point.
No, I mean, we didn't. Our offense didn't go 3-and-out.
Right.
Until the third quarter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying we didn't really need the points by them.
Yeah.
we were like up. Like, yeah, let's not get greedy, guys. It's kind of rude.
Donovan Smith gave up a sack. I saw it playing his day. Can't wait to see the coach's film, see how he did this game. But I did see he gave up a sack one time. Well, we still got this, though. We'll switch it over.
Okay.
Back to our pretty faces. Bum, bum, bum. So, hopefully Donovan Smith is starting to get his act together. He's really been disappointing this year. Let's see, they benched their quarterback. That was in the fourth quarter, about 11 minutes left. Then JPP got a strip sack, but it was recovered by Denver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't they pick up the first down? Or no, I think it got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. And then Mike Edwards with that beautiful interception.
Closing it out.
Yep. Nail in the coffin right there, buddy. That's how you close out a game. You're like,
yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have our safety do a diving one-handed interception and stay on his feet. Mm-hmm. And then run the ball out for some yardage. It was just like, wow. Just total smack in their face and made us look good. And I think we're back on everybody's radar.
Yeah.
After that first game, everybody was like, oh, Tom Brady's lost it, or, Bucs don't look good. They got to get. Yeah, we're a good team. We just, the first game, they cheated. They did.
I think that we just need a little bit of time to get our feet under us.
Yeah. We still need to mesh a little bit better.
Yeah, I think we'll have a couple games.
I mean, when we get all this in sync, like I said, man, we're going to be unstoppable. Mm-hmm. Look at our defense. Our defense is the best part of our team right now. We've got Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette.
I know.
Rob Gronkowski, O.J. Howard. And our defense is the best part of our team. That's how good our defense is.
They're so fun to watch.
They are.
They're so fun.
Yes. So, what did you think of the game? Give us your instant reaction a day late.
I don't remember my instant reaction yesterday.
I don't either. I don't really remember the last part of the game. When we were rewatching the game, I was like, oh, I remember that happening.
Okay, yeah.
But if you would have asked me right after the game, I'd have been like, well, I don't know. Go Bucs.
It went by so fast, too. And then we were behind for a while. Like, we had paused it and then trying to catch up.
Which we never do that. Normally, when the game's on, everything else stops. But like I said, this week we had the kid was gone, so the adults came out and played. Which reminds us, we are going to be down in Tampa Saturday. Unfortunately, we're going down there for a family funeral. But we're going to be down there Sunday. If anybody's got tickets to the game they want to get rid of, let us know. If we can't get tickets to the game, we want to meet up with people and watch the game with everybody. We're getting information. We're getting people to let us know what they're doing and where to go and all that good stuff. So if you've got a suggestion, let us know. We're going to try and coordinate with everybody and, meet up with everybody and just watch the game. Have a good old time. What do you think, Molly?
Yeah, so let us know in the comments where your favorite place to watch the Buccaneers is.
Yeah, we'll let everybody know where we're going to be and see if we can get y'all to come and have a good old time with it.
Yeah.
So, do you have news? We've covered Sunday's game. Well,
No.
You never did tell me what you thought about it. But.
Okay, what did I think about it? I was really excited. I think we look good. Even I know it was a bad team, and there are things I think that we can improve upon. Rojo, I mean, he showed up. We didn't really need him. I think we're gonna kill the Chargers
Think so?
coming up. I
think so too.
Another,
but I haven't watched any Chargers.
another one. I know we gotta watch them.
We're definitely going to watch before we do our
I know.
preview podcast.
The defense was really fun to watch on this one, and I don't know if it was just because they were playing such a bad offense, but they're just so fun.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun.
Yep.
So.
All right. Well, there you go. Straight from the mouth of Molly Bay.
Mm-hmm.
What you got for news?
I don't have any news.
Oh, you don't have any news?
No,
Really?
there was
Nothing's
really
happening
nothing
today?
going on.
That's right. They're off today.
Yeah.
Falcons cornerback A.J. Terrell is being placed on reserve COVID list. He was out Sunday. Now, he is the first NFL player this season to miss a game due to COVID. So we've only had one player.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I know that they do the contact tracing, so I wonder if anyone else missed
because of him?
because of him
Yeah, I don't
in
know.
the position group.
I know. Yeah, I saw B.A. He was doing an interview, and he had that thing on his
Yeah.
wrist. It was all taped up so it wouldn't move and stuff.
Well, I guess it's not quite as transmissible as they thought it was.
Yeah.
From what I understand, we had a family member that passed of it, and the family members who were
But they passed
with it.
Yeah, they had it. They were on their way out anyhow.
The health department wouldn't test some of my other family members who had close contact with the person because they were like, oh, well, that you have to be, 30 minutes close contact, showing symptoms. So it's not quite. And I wonder with this guy, I don't know, does he only know that he had it because he got tested, or is he showing symptoms?
Yes, no, he only knew it because he got tested.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's nobody in the NFL that's had symptoms. Yeah. The Buccaneers are, as we just mentioned, allowing fans back into the stadium starting Sunday. Now, what they're doing is they're starting, this is kind of just a pilot thing, they're allowing fans who have had season tickets since 1980 are the first ones, but they're only allowing a few select fans and family members of the players and stuff. So, there's very few people are going to get to go, but they're going to ramp it up. And then the next game, there's going to be more people allowed. And then after that, they're probably going to have a full-on. DeSantis, the governor of Florida, is opening everything up. And he's saying, hey, let's get sports back together. Man, let's get people back in the stands.
Let's do it. I'm here for it.
Yes. So if you know anybody that's got tickets and they ain't using them this weekend, hit us up. We picked the wrong time to have a funeral. Would have been nice if they could have waited a couple weeks to pass away.
Ralph.
That's horrible, isn't it?
Hey, it's your family.
I know.
I know.
And somebody I dearly, dearly liked. Let's see. Aldon Smith is leading the NFL in sacks. I want to bring that up because I predicted that was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's been out of the league, since 2015?
It's been 4 years. Yeah.
That is crazy that he could come back and do that well. So good for him.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a rather short podcast, but I do want to bring this up. Atlanta Falcons.
Oh my God.
Now the Saints, I just really take pure joy in watching them get beat.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a poor showing last week, and then this week, the Packers just beat up on them. It was actually not. It was a relatively close game, but I really dislike the Saints. They're my new hated team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think it's when they're good, the team that's good. You just
You
hate
think
them.
that's what it is?
Yeah.
That might be it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
we'll
And
go
for
with
me,
that. For me, it's one, I've never liked Sean Payton.
Yeah.
And I normally am cool with coaches. I like strategy, but he's just a jerk. Ever since he did the Josh Freeman thing where he called the NFL and snitched out on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he came to a press conference with a bandage on his hand.
Yeah, he had his finger taped.
Yeah. And then we broke his leg. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
We broke Sean Payton's leg for snitching Freeman out. And then, there was a whole Bounty Gate thing in New Orleans. And, they're just crap. That we've had so many games against them where they've won based on crap calls by the refs. Now, this week, week one, was the refs totally gave them that game. So I'm really into the disliking of the New Orleans Saints, and to watch them lose the way they've been losing has just been beautiful. But there's absolutely nothing that beats the Falcons breakdowns they're having. Oh my gosh!
It's a little bit sad. Like Ralph and I, we went out into a bar yesterday briefly, like for the 1:00 games, and
that started our drinking journey.
And we were watching, and Atlanta got up on the Bears.
And Molly said,
I said,
"So why are we even watching this?
Why?
We know they're going to lose."
Yeah, they're going
like
to blow
20-3
it.
or something
Yeah,
at that
they're
point.
choking. They're going to choke.
And sure enough, next time we looked,
Mm-hmm.
the Bears were winning. Man, and the Bears are not a good team.
They're not a good team.
They are
Well,
not a good team.
in week 1, Detroit was smoking the Bears. It was like 23-6. And I was like, oh, no, that's not going to last.
Yep, Detroit's going to lose.
Yeah,
that
Detroit's going to do what Detroit does. And it looks like Atlanta is right there with them.
Molly's got a sense for these things.
I do. I can identify the choke artists.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And they lost to Dallas.
Yeah,
last
40,
week.
gave up a 4. How do you even do that?
That's it. I was really surprised that Dan Quinn didn't get fired today.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have breakdowns like that.
I know.
And
3 in a row. Who they played
was
week
it
1?
3 in a row? That's right. No, wait.
Well, I don't know who they played week 1. Week 2.
I want to say that was the Dallas game week.
No. Week 2 was the Dallas game. Week 3 was the Bears. I don't know who week 1 was.
Anyhow, they're they still got their weapons. They're scoring
Nothing's
30
really
points a
changed.
game, and they're 0-3.
I know.
Now,
Bottom of the division.
is Raheem Morris the defensive coordinator this year?
I think
He's sharing
so.
duties, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't something
They
really
had a weird arrangement at the
Mhm.
end of last season. Like they fired a couple of coaches and then let him call plays. I forget what it was. We'll do a follow up.
Okay. Yeah, but I feel really bad if it is Raheem Morris because I like Raheem. But at the same time, you're just like, man, that's you want to see that in your division, a team that can't hold a lead of 30 points.
I know.
If you go into it going, hey, they're going to score 30, but they're going to give us 31.
Yeah.
All we got to do is, kind of show up.
How?
That's crazy.
Like, come on, dude.
Atlanta, man. I feel so bad for Atlanta fans, but not really.
Kind of.
And
They are the most tolerable of all the fans in our division.
Of all the fans in our division. I would say the Panthers are probably the worst. Panther fans.
Yeah.
But Saints are they're rubbing me wrong this year. More so than most years. So they're in that my number one.
Well, all
hated
the
team.
shit that Cam Jordan was talking to the Bucs. I'm like, in your face.
Hey, we're leading the division, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Half a game up.
Yep.
Technically. We're a game up, but if we tied with the Saints right now, we'd lose because we lost to them in week 1. We actually didn't lose to them. The refs gave them that game. And then we lost ourselves, shot ourselves in the foot. But we are top of the division, baby. Top of the division, and I have a strange feeling we ain't going to give this baby up for the rest of the year. I mean, Carolina, they're not a threat to anybody.
Yeah.
Falcons. I mean, I guess if you didn't field a complete football team, they might would have a chance to win. You know, I mean, if you put 6 guys on defense, you know. Or maybe
how do you even do that when you got Julio Jones, you got Todd Gurley, you got Calvin
how
Ridley?
Are you scoring 30 points a game and you're 0-3?
I mean, the 2019 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello.
28-3 Super Bowl. It's stuck in their head. They can't get it out.
Yeah, I think that's it. 100%.
You can't.
It's their identity. It's in their culture now.
It's in their DNA.
You got to clean house. Get that.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Matty Ice is gone. You know, he's supposed to get $40 million next year. There's
a $40 million cap hit.
Yeah, he's gone. So, you know, Atlanta is going to be a totally different team next year. Raheem Morris is going to go somewhere. Dirk Cutter is going to go somewhere. Quinn, he'll be gone. That whole coaching staff is going to be gone. All the players are going to be gone. They'll probably keep Julio. Didn't they just sign him to a long term?
Yeah, I think so. Probably.
Yeah, they'll probably keep Julio.
I think they extend him like every year. I feel like.
Yeah, try and push that money down the line. Yeah. And it's coming roost next year, man. $40 million for the quarterback.
Why would you do that?
Yeesh. Oof. Yeah. But it's really good to see. I'm happy to see everybody in our division basically melting down. Yeah. And it's only week 3.
And thank God it's not the Bucs.
For a change.
This is our year, guys.
This is it. We are top dogs. Now the Packers are looking good. Baltimore's playing tonight. I'm excited about that game. Actually, it's on right now. We should be watching that. Okay, we got to wrap this up. Short podcast out tonight. If you are in the Tampa Bay area and you want to get together with us to watch the game Sunday, shoot us some information. Let us know. And we'll let you know what we're doing when we figure it out. And we're going to try to get as many people together as we can to watch the game. Many Bucs fans together. Yeah. Yes. And if you know anybody that's got tickets to the game that don't want to go to the game and want to give them to us or would like to slide them our way or get rid of them, we shall take them off of your hands. Let us know about that. So anyhow, that's going to do it. This was our not quite so instant reaction.
We're going to call it the Afterthoughts Show.
Afterthoughts Show. There we go. I like that. Is that what you're going to put on the title?
Yeah.
Afterthoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking not quite so instant reaction. All righty. That's going to wrap it up for us. Till next time.
Go Bucs.